welcome back to What If Eyeball was in My Hero Academia. So, in this What If, the so yeah, where we left off, all the students supposed to lift this brick looking thing that's so heavy that no one could lift it. So Zuko or an eyeball or can we go last? Sure. And Mr. Zawa says sure. So they try to lift it up, like, oh, come on, lift it out of the ground. Come on, come on. As then everybody failed on it, except for the last two were gonna do it. So, yeah. First was Zuko. He lifts it up. Ready, set, go. As he lifts it up, and it came straight up over his own head. Like they were like, man, that stuff is stronger than, or that more heavier than, as he says, well, between me and my brother, we both have opposite powers. His is 0. Mine's infinity. So he puts it back where it was, and now it's his turn. So he lifts it up. He does the same thing, but he can, like, does that. So that impressed most of the girls, actually. Like, they couldn't believe that someone or two people could lift it, but others are like, huh. So, yeah. So then they're like, huh. Well, and then at night, the villain shows up and they went in and kidnapped Eyeball because they know that Eyeball is the most powerfulest one. So, yeah. Then all that stuff. So now heroes versus villains, or no, All Might versus All for One. Sorry about that. And so All for One against All Might. All Might was down on the ground, but All for One was gonna use his super move to try to kill Zuko, or they or they ended up trying to take One for All away. And Zuko or Hinman stands in and ends up getting his quirk removed. Then Zuko, or no, then All for One says, well, let's see if I can, or, so he used his laser that could kill every hero so far because so but he says, try me. As he does this when it fired, he does like that. And he absorbed it and threw right back at him. As All For One is like, this is impossible. As All For One died by his own attack. And they only could see, like, it's like every single one of them were scared out of their minds. Like, they were literally like, he thought he was gonna die, but nope, he still lives. As his power doesn't like corrupt his mind. He's more like more energized actually. So they're like, So yeah. Now the next day, like basically the very next day, or last night when Zuko, Zumi, and the rest of them went to bed, Zuko, or actually Zumi was right between the two boys. So yeah, because when he sleeps, his body could emit aura, like kind of like what Endeavor has, but way more controlled. So yeah, as when they got up, as Mina was like when and to check on them, because there's dorms, or actually, hold on, and Zuko, or no, Inko was a little bit scared of what Zuko, or what the eyeball would have. Like, he would end up like being a destroyer hero. So like he turned into that and ended up destroying everything. Because he has no quirk, so. But they sure did one mission for. And. Yeah, to save Ares. As Ares got saved. And. But. So I'm skipping the overhaul fight, so. Yeah, so. Inko decides to poison him. Like, when. Because he has headphones in, poisoning him, stabs him to try to get rid of him. Like, take him out of this world. As he was still sleeping. He was still alive. And, yeah. So, Inko says, huh, as he got up and he was running late. So as he gets out of bed, as he sees a mark on his chest, like, really need to tell Zumi that to keep her claws to herself. Unless, as he accesses memories, things, the mind power, as he, he packed his own lunch thing, so he grabbed it, and he told Hinko that, or he sets his bag down before to give her a hug, as he tells her that, and I know that you might see me as a dangerous hero, but I'm not dangerous. Okay? As I'm too kind. Remember that? As Inko says, I know, but with your reckless habits thing, I know that you're... I mean, as he says, my true plans were actually to become a greatest hero, helpful hero, not like the hero killer Stain or any of the anti-heroes. So yeah, Zuko. So he didn't know that everybody got teleported into the a villain's base that was near the water thing, like a boat. As he comes in, drops off his backpack, and he was like, usually it's by the time. Did I miss a event thing? As it dawns on him, maybe, well, as he used his own power of soul, or seeing into a past before, as he sees them getting teleported away. As he could smell, now boat perfumes, Well, he comes in as it was the pro heroes like her and Arrest got behind bars on a villain's boat. And yeah. And of course he had two bags. So he had one for special trips. So he gets called by her, she tells him that, well, Eyeball, your friends are captured. So let's go get them. Yeah. As he could see into what will happen as he gets Let me take care of this. As Zuko, or they know when, so he saw like 20 nukes, like were aimed right at UA. So, but at the villain's boat thing, as they're like asking, like, what are you gonna do? As well, as they said, well, after we, or like, take you people away from UA, we will destroy UA, eh? No matter. So, as they're like, no, Chanman's in there. Or, sorry, I bit my tongue. I'm an eyeball when I said, or eyeballs in there. As Zumi and Zuko, they crack a smile as he says he sure could survive anything, remember that. So, yeah, as, yeah, but this one he'll be dead. So, he opens portals and all 20 missiles, or 19 missiles or nuclear missiles just went right through. But one hits him right in the face as it explodes. But he contained the explosion. So he's pretty mad. Like, he was firing rage kind. So, yeah, he basically tried to go as he knows where the projectiles came from. So he literally bounced all the way and landed right on their boat. And he says, where are they? In a really deep, dark tone. As the villains are like, you will not get them. As they said, oh, you really? As he literally, like, basically he slaughtered the entire inner villains. And he got to where they were at, as the captain was this young kid with like quirks, as he says, you must be Eyeball, I presume. I'm not in a mood right now, kid. As he literally, you dare call me kid? Well, as he pulls out a knife and, like, went right to him, stabs him, like, right between like, right at the heart area. He says, you should be dead. As he says, your blades has no effect on me. As he grabs the kid's head as he turns his own head to tell them to cover their eyes. As they did, and he crushed the entire head and without and rips off his arms. So he says, huh. As he breaks the lock and opens the door. Now, keep your eyes closed. I don't want you to end up seeing what I have just done. Or actually, just open them. As they see, you're terrified of. They see a him all no head, arms ripped off, his chest got beaten in. Yeah. So yeah, it's you probably are at home shaking don't do that ever again. Okay? So yeah. So he ends up as they all got into lifeboat things, as he says, well, I'll be the one that will be left behind. Don't worry. Alright? As she says, what are you gonna do? Well, because I feel like I'm gonna destroy it. As he agrees. So he walks back, and he sees this bunch of zoo animals. So he teleports every single zoo animal away into his pocket universe thing. And he sees this cute little puppy dog that's injured. As he reaches and teleports that dog with his favorite treats things. As he ends up exploding the entire boat with him on it. As it was like a nuclear bomb that's higher than any nuclear bombs. So they're like, he's surely dead. As they're like, you know him, or he can never die. As Zuko says, yeah, he can never die either, because his powers are without a limit thing. He's a mortal being. He's basically stronger than anyone. As he comes out of water and he says, are you talking crud about me? As they're like, they had what? Can you hear us? Huh. Yeah, plus there was a bunch of animals. Poor little creatures. As a little girl was sobbing because she lost her puppy dog thing. So her parents wanted her to get another one, but one day he walked up to them, or walked up to her and says, "Huh, why are you crying?" As she's like, because she says, I lost my puppy dog, young Spike. As the caller thing said, Spike. As he uses he opens a portal, because he had each one for a specific one, so here you go, I'm returning your dog to you. As she says, thanks, mister. Yay. And here's some food that I don't know. Oh, that's his favorite treats. Yeah. So, the world's most dangerous hero, would had to be Eyeball. But his kindness, they don't see him as kindness, but he sure, or he has a heart to be kind. So yeah. And he returns the zoo animals back to the zoo, and then of course, Bunny Girl, huh? She actually said to him, drumroll please. I'm trying to do a drum roll. So, yeah. She finally asked him out, or finally has the courage to ask him to get married to her. So he agrees. As she's yang. As they both got married and had 4 kids. And so yeah. Or actually, he went on a double date and then he got married to both of them. Because both of them asked him at the exact same time. So then, that's how the 4 kids were born. So yeah. Yeah. And Zumi, she got married to to Todoroki, and Zuko got married to Ochako. So yeah. And they all of course they all did that stuff. So yeah. And yeah, he went on a double date and So, and his hero costume is just like his original, but he has more plates and all that stuff. So, peace out, Cub Scouts, and this is the end of the video. Please leave a like, share, subscribe. And yes, I do know that Doomsday hates every living being on Earth thing. But I'm trying to make it a little bit more kid friendly, not like the other YouTubers that like, oh, he just murdered everybody, just like he murdered the entire Japan. I don't want that. I want it to be happy, not like that. So, peace out, Cub Scouts.